Nice. No. Okay. There. You're good.
We're here to play the golf system by Aaron Lim, but in disc golf mode.
I'm Sasha. I'm going to be the golfing master, aka the GM. And here we are. Adam will create a personal golfing avatar whose goal is to find, I didn't think of a name, the magical disc golf.
I'm sorry?
the magical disc golf disc that either, some say, grants immortality or always throws a hole in one.
Oh, okay. Is this a heist? Yes.
Yes.
I'm heisting it.
This is
I'm stealing it.
Okay, it's
Okay.
a heist.
So the first step in the golf system in creating a personal golfing avatar
Yes.
is to basically I'm going to have to play 4 holes of golf, and those are going to give me my stats. So with no warm-ups, here we go. What's the first stat? G?
Grit.
G for grit.
Remember, lower is better. Right under the basket?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'm going to get a 2 on this, which means my grit score, unless I miss this putt, which, golfing.
It could happen.
My grit score is probably going to be a 3 because it's 5 minus. I'm going to lose. I'm not getting the infinite disc.
Bravo.
Messed up the end of that, so my grit score is a 2. And now it's time for me to figure out my observation score. This is kind of a longer one, so probably 2 at best. Maybe worse.
Well,
It's not
not ideal.
one of my worst drives on here in a while. I mean, I haven't played. This is a foolish Aaron. I should have come out and done a round and practiced and remembered how to do this sport. But
That's fine. Not that you're not counting par for this, right?
it's 5 minus the number of strokes I get is my stat.
Right.
So basically, yeah, because I don't want to have a stat of 1, which we'll get into in a bit, how I'm hacking the golf system.
There it goes. Well,
Too short. We're getting a 4 on this. Alright, so if the idea is that I'm stealing the disc golf disc of infinite life, I'm trying to come up with a character.
or an ace. Infinite life or infinite aces.
Do I choose?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what it is.
It's a great one. It helps. I'm just gonna play as me.
Yeah.
So the character is canonically not that great at disc golf. It's a side hobby, Never really played a real tournament. But heard about this disc and it's like, I gotta get it. I gotta steal it. So let's go.
Hopefully this doesn't hit me. Well. Oh, there it is. Congrats.
It's an observation of 1.
Wait, that was 4?
Yes.
Oh, that's rough.
Yes.
Yo, buddy, that's rough, man.
Hey, I'm going to give you an overview of how this game is going to work. Sasha's going to GM like it's a regular game. We're going to pretend like it's a regular game. But anytime I would roll dice in a regular game, I'm going to play a hole of golf because that's what Aaron dictated. The way I'm hacking it a little bit is my stats are going to represent finite discs. And so if I'm using my grit stat, I'm going to set, was my grit 2?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
2 discs that I'm allowed to use my grit stat. If I fail the stat, or if I fail the check, then I have to lose one of those discs. And if I lose all my discs, then I definitely am not completing the heist. I'm just not. Let's see how far we get. I was hoping I would have more discs than 3 so far.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, buddy.
The next 2 holes are easier.
Oh, yeah. Well, are you counting out of bounds for this?
Yeah, I would have to. I might have 0 in a stat if I really ham it.
Where the fuck are you? How do you feel about this one?
It's possible. I've never really done this on camera, so I'm definitely worse at it with the putting. I'm gonna make it. I'm making it.
You're making it.
Nope.
Wow, that was wobbly. Your learning's not great.
My learning is gonna be a 2.
Bravo.
That's, again, less than I wanted.
Next up, finesse.
Finesse, and then we'll have my character, which is me. Yeah. This is honestly shaping up to be pretty representative. I do have 1 in observation.
It's a good thing that the finesse one is on the hole with this gate that you're good at. Honestly, that doesn't seem that bad.
I think that's good. I think I'm parked, as they say.
What did they say?
Parked.
Oh, wow.
I believe I
You parked it? Good.
And finesse is fitting for this hole because if I didn't finesse it, I would end up on the road, which is out of bounds. And if you're familiar with any golf, you don't want to go out of bounds.
What happens when you're out of bounds?
Your score's not low.
Right. It's very high.
Yeah, and we know that of the rules of the golf system, low is always better. What'd you say about this?
It's not bad. What's your finesse score?
2. It's
Another
all
2?
2s.
Except for your observation, that's worse.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
So we're gonna, off camera, I'm going to create my bag of skills, and then we'll start the heist.
Adam is here at Mountainous Schenley, and you're going to be trying to steal the disc of infinite aces or immortality, which is called the ultimate disc.
It's the ultimate disc.
It's the ultimate disc from the dragon on hole 18 at Schenley. And hole 18 is a giant mountain. The tallest peak of the Schenley mountain range, and you have to go inside of it and find the ultimate disc.
And so what? Here I am.
Here you are.
I've made it to hole 5 already. So my character, me, has made it to hole 5, and I need to overcome additional challenges. So what am I up against right now?
Well, big mountains. I would say that you're trying to first find a mountain path to cross to get to the tallest peak.
That sounds right. Perhaps using observation.
Observation would be a good skill, or you can maybe do learning.
I could do learning.
You know, maps do exist.
Yeah, I'm going to study a map. That's great because my observation, this is a longer hole that we're coming up on. And my observation disc, which if you remember is just 1, I can go about 50 feet before it falls out of the air.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm like in a library and I'm studying a bunch of maps. Or I got a bunch of maps from a library before arriving at this hole, and now I'm like, okay, where am I? Mark it on the map.
You just took
I'm learning.
You just took all these library maps out of the library to go on a mountainous, dangerous journey.
It's the ultimate disc. It's the ultimate disc, yes.
You're gonna have to pay a big fine.
That's fine.
Adam has the maps already, which is great. So I think that's a +1 to your situation here. You are wicked smart at reading maps, apparently. But I think you got too excited and you took these maps just straight to the bottom of the mountain range and you're just reading them already out there. So that's a -1. So your learning is 2, and the total there, so for the par and the difficulty, is going to be 3. How?
Yes, so the way this is going to go is if I finish under that par of 3, which is the real par of every hole on this course, I get my way, so I figure out the path through the mountains. If I'm over par, the rules say suck shit, pal, which to me means I'm going to lose a disc in that stat, and that stat's going to go down 1, and maybe I don't make it out of this. This is a long hole. I didn't put any drivers in my stats because there aren't that many long holes here. Ooh, I slipped.
How'd that look? You got a little jaunt in your step.
So that shot represented me unfurling the maps at my base camp, looking at each and every part, and I'm pretty sure I know that I'm in this area, in this quadrant of the map. And so now, can I figure out exactly where in that quadrant that I am? Let's find out. Can I make...
Keep those lights on indoors to leave upstairs. Big guys, please clear it. You guys are on the front side board, just turn around.
Okay, so hitting 3, mostly success. So I think you do find a passageway, safe passageway across the mountains and to Schenley Peak. But this passageway is going to take you a lot longer than you packed for. So you might have to ration.
I'm gonna hunt an elk with my grit. And that's right now. My grit is a 2.
Yeah, okay.
What's the par?
Do you have anything to help you hunt?
I would say -1 because I'm vegan.
You know, there's probably bushes out there.
No, it's fine.
Okay. -1 because you're vegan.
I've got my discs, so I can hunt down an elk, +1.
Okay, so you're at 2 right now. Any other things?
I need something. 2 is really hard on this hole.
In this case, yeah, I mean, I think elk then are very abundant.
Yeah.
In Schenley, there are a shit ton of deer here, so I mean that will suffice. So you're at 3. Again.
Great. Perfect. I can do this.
You can do this.
Grit.
Grit.
Grit is
Inside. You're going out. Yep.
Oh, these are not good for this. It's fine.
Woo.
My elk.
Bravo.
Okay. So, par being mostly success, I'm assuming I get my elk.
Zoom. Yeah, you got your elk. Mostly success though. I don't know anything about elk or venison for that matter.
That's fine. We don't gotta do that.
Yeah. All right, so you got your elk. You've done the things to it so that you could eat it despite being vegan, so good luck with that. I mean, maybe that's just it. You're vegan. You haven't eaten meat in how long? Years? It makes you feel a little bit crappy for the first part of this journey until you get used to eating meat again. But I think you're on your way. So you are starting off your journey through the Schenley mountain range, having a little bit of clogged tummy.
What's
the next thing?
Yeah, so I set out. That takes me through the night. I camp. I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
I think you're looking at a snowstorm. So, you're fed. You have some things to deal with the snow, but visibility is pretty bad. Climbing and hiking in the snow in a mountain's really bad. I don't think you're doing ice climbing, but
right, and I'm just pushing through and doing the hike and freezing my ass off. So that's great.
That's great again. So you do have camping gear and cold weather gear, so that's a +1 to that. I think you're fed. That's another +1.
I'm a baby about the cold.
You're a big baby about the cold. That's true. So -1. So we're back. Do you have anything else?
No.
No, you're back at 3.
Yeah.
Well, you are a big baby about the cold.
I am. Got to be honest.
Okay. Bye.
This video might be helpful for the people that thought I was 6 foot on the internet.
The short king has arrived. Ooh. All right. Great. Good job. You made it through the snowstorm, survived the very cold nights without giving up and going home. And you're making good progress through the mountains. While you are traveling, though, you have run into some golf giants who are playing golf between the mountain peaks. So generally I don't think giants are going to be too happy towards you, or they might just step on you because they're so big, or hit you with a golf ball. I think this is regular golf. Ball golf. What will you do?
So I'm going to learn from them.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I think the golf giants have a lot to teach me as a novice disc golfer. You know, different thing, but that's fine. So I'm going to kind of like listen and learn from the golf giants. Which, will you let me get away with that being learning, or is this observation?
This is definitely observation now that you've brought it up. If you didn't say anything, I would have just fucking took the keyword and been like, yeah, that's learning, sure, yeah.
That's what I was trying to do, but you know.
Too honest.
So
all right.
I got 1 disc.
You got 1 disc.
I'm gonna lose it.
Your observation is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think. Okay, so your observation is a big old 1. You do know the rules of golf, which I think is a good thing. So that is, I think, a +1 there. They're big, easy to watch. These golf balls are everything is big. So that's another +1, I think. It's hard to miss. I think a hindrance. So the only thing is, since they're so big, and golf in general goes by really long distances, right? Yeah. Do you have binoculars? Okay. All right then. I think you're. Do you have any? I guess binoculars is good enough. I think I'll give you a +1 for binoculars.
Oh, I've got a chance at this.
You have a chance. So you're actually at +4. Your first +4.
Par is 4.